Have you ever felt resentful at how much you give to your clients in your offers? Or have you ever added more to your offers because you're feeling shaky on their value? If so, this episode is for you. I'll be sharing why less can actually be so much more for our offers, plus how to experiment with finding the right way of delivering that supports your energy, personality, and values. Welcome to the Soulful Sales Show, where we talk about believing in the value of your offers, getting them in front of your right people, and selling more of what you do in your unique way. Hi, and welcome back to the Soulful Sales Show. And today I want to talk about something that comes up all the time with myself and with my clients. And it's about delivering less in your offers. And I think there is so much talk on the online business world about over delivering and wowing people and all of that stuff. And yes, obviously, it is a great idea to over deliver in a certain sense, that when people come into your programs, they are blown away by the value and what they are getting for the price and all of that stuff. But I think the type of business owner that I tend to work with is often very heart-led and, let's be honest, can often have self-doubt around the value of your work. And as a result, we tend to think that we need to, or we even think we want to, give people all the things and all the support and all the information to make our offer a really solid investment. And you just don't. And actually, you thinking that way can be doing yourself a disservice, but it can also be doing your clients a disservice. So that is what I'm going to be digging into in this episode. By the way, at the time of release, I am about to host a free masterclass all about 3 rules to break with your offers to make them easier to sell and easier to deliver. So if you want in on that free masterclass, you can sign up for that at ruthpoundwhite.com/workshop. Okay, so let's dive in. Let's talk about why we fear not giving enough in the first place. And I think a lot of this comes down to self-doubt and comparison and a lack of confidence in our price. So potentially we fear that if we don't give people enough, I think the self-doubt and the price thing really go hand in hand. We fear that if we don't give people enough, and what is enough, by the way, that they might not be happy with our offer or that it might not justify the price that we want to charge with it. Sometimes it can also be a bit of, and I do this in my own offers, not knowing the boundaries of your offer and thinking, you know what, this thing could actually affect that other thing. So let me include all about that other thing as well. It all comes down to what we are assuming is valuable to other people. But what is actually true is that the outcome of your offer is what gives it its value. And to give people the outcome in the simplest way possible is super, super valuable to our people. So it's about us getting clear on why people would sign up for our offers. What is the benefit? What is the return on investment they're going to get? And that's not always money, by the way. If you are not a business coach, it is not always money. What is the return on investment of the offer? And how can I deliver that in the simplest way possible? Because what I have experienced, both in myself and my clients, is that giving people too much content, so let's say it's a teaching offer, giving people too much content, going into too much detail, going off on too many tangents about related topics that aren't the core topic, is actually super overwhelming for people. People do not need more information. In fact, we are living in a time when there is the most information out there that there has ever been, right? People need clarity and they need to take action on what you're giving them. So, like I said, if you can pare back the outcome of your offer to the simplest way possible to give it to them and ask yourself what is truly essential to this offer, it will benefit you because it will make your offer simpler. It also means that potentially this other thing you wanted to teach that wasn't truly related could be a second standalone offer that you can sell separately as well. It's also going to benefit your clients. Personally, when I look at sales pages these days, if they use something like 100 hours of videos as a selling point, it is an absolute turn off for me. Like, I do not have time for that. I just want the core information and I want to take action on that information and I want to get done or get out of it what I want to get out of it. And by the way, although I am talking about paid offers, this really applies to free webinars and masterclasses and stuff too. So for example, I mentioned that I'm about to do a free masterclass, which is all about breaking the rules with your offers. I'm literally going to give you some rules to break, but I'm not going to go any further than that. I'm not going to tell you how to create your offer or what your offer should be about, or anything like that. My aim with the masterclass is to help change the way you think. And then if you want support with taking action on it as you create your offers afterwards, that's what my paid product is for, right? So I have really clear boundaries in what I'm teaching in the free masterclass and what you get for extra when you sign up to the paid thing, because this comes up all the time when people are doing free masterclasses. So I guess I've talked about the side of it, which is you knowing what the outcome of your offer is, you knowing what the return on investment is that you want people to get out of it. And sometimes you do have to do some digging on this, by the way, like talk it through with people, do some journaling, get really, really clear on why it's actually a really, really great value product. But then the second side of it is comparing yourself to the way that other people deliver their offers. So I wonder if this is true for you, but we often look at how other people are doing things to help us feel a bit safer with our own choices about how we're doing things in our business. Because so much of what we're doing as online business owners is kind of guessing and testing and experimenting with unknown stuff, right? We don't know exactly what's going to work for us. We don't know exactly what's going to work for our people until we test it and try it. So we often look to what people are doing in all kinds of ways in their business, but in the context of offers, we will often look to how people are delivering their offers. So maybe someone's got an offer at a comparable price point to what you want to charge for your offer, and they're doing it completely live. They're delivering a course and they're doing weekly lives for each module. Or maybe they have a one-to-one bonus added on, or maybe they're doing Voxer office hours, or maybe they've got a Facebook group, all of these different elements. And I think it's really important for you to be mindful of the fact that you get to deliver your offer on your terms. We are all different as business owners. Our customers are all different as well. What you will find is that there are people who sign up to your offers and use every single part of it. There are people who sign up to your offers and might just do one thing in it and feel like they've gotten a good deal. I tend to be like the latter kind of person, actually. I often set the intention that I'm going to get something powerful out of an offer. And if I get that out of it without going through the whole thing, then great. That's great. So yeah, our clients are all different, but we are all different as business owners as well. And I think it's really important for you to ask yourself, what can I deliver in service of the transformation of the offer? What support can I include in service of the transformation of the offer that both feels sustainable for me and that feels like I'm being properly compensated for it at that price point? There are some business owners who love delivering everything live. I have some clients who do all their offers that way, and great for them because they know themselves. What I know about myself is that I do not want to be showing up for a live every week for 6 weeks to deliver a course. That is really not it for me. I probably don't even want to be showing up live for any of my courses unless it's the first time I'm recording them, in which case I'll usually do a 90-minute training to kick off the course or something like that. Live stuff in my schedule, in my calendar, is not the thing for me. And I used to deliver my offers like this, by the way, and I have figured this out by a process of trial and error. I love participating in other people's courses when they deliver them live. I actually love the energy of that. So for a while, I used to beat myself up about it and think, you know what, I either have to force myself to do this live because I want other people to experience the live energy, just like I like experiencing the live energy, or, I feel bad that I'm not able to do that. And over time, I've come to accept that it is totally okay for me not to deliver my offers live because it is the way I work best not to deliver them live. And my business is only sustainable for me if I trust the way that I work best. Also, if I trust the way that I work best, I am going to get the best results for my clients. If I am stretching myself and pushing myself to do things that aren't aligned with my personality and my energy and my values, then I'm not going to be showing up as the best version of me when I show up for my offers, right? And what I've also come to realize is that although I do like the live energy of showing up to programs that are run live, I totally like the energy of programs that aren't live, that I can take in a private podcast while I'm out for a walk. And it really depends on who is teaching the thing. And if it's the thing that I want, and if it's them that I want to teach me it, then I will go along with how they choose to best deliver it. So I don't know if this is sparking anything for you, but really asking yourself, what helps me to show up as my best self in my business? What helps me to feel good about the workload of delivering this offer? And there was a third thing. What was it? Oh yeah, it's also about being fairly compensated for the price point. So this is a separate thing that you might want to consider, but maybe you do feel like, I do want to add on some Voxer office hours. I do want to talk to my people. And although I'm quite careful with when I add on office hours, I do enjoy doing it. And I do think it's really valuable to get that back and forth from the students who are doing my program. But I have to make sure the price point makes sense for it. So if I am selling a self-study course for $100, I am probably not going to add Voxer office hours. Every now and again, it will just feel right for me to do something like that at that price point. But generally, I want to charge accordingly. I want to offer office hours for something that costs like $500 or more, right? So it's really about checking in with how you feel. And sometimes, let's just add this caveat, you don't always know how you feel until you try things. At this point in my business, I have run my offers in so many different ways. I have done the whole live week by week course delivery thing. I have done loads of Voxer office hours. I've done group coaching calls. I've done all the things. And I've come to find that I actually love delivering stuff in a self-study contained way, often adding a challenge like a get it done week as the motivator to take action. Because I think that's often people's argument for doing things live is that it motivates them to take action. So I found a way to include that motivation and accountability without me having to physically be there. And I think the hardest thing for me about taking a lot of these elements out of my offers and not automatically charging less for them was just believing that I can still support people even if I'm not physically doing anything new. Believing that I can still help people get something really valuable out of my offers, even if I'm not physically there doing something new and sharing my time with them in a self-study live round. Self-study live round? That doesn't even make sense. Either self-study or in a really low-key live round with a Get It Done week. So if me sharing all this stuff has sparked anything for you, I really encourage you to go away, do some journaling on the value of your offers. Do you trust that you can still give value even if you're not there? Are you shaky about the price point? Is that why you think you need to add more? Are you just doing it because you see other people doing it? Take a look at one of your offers. Maybe it's something you're selling now. Maybe it's something you are delivering now, and see if there's anything you might remove and it actually could serve you and your clients better. And finally, I also just want to encourage you to dream. What if you could charge exactly what you wanted to charge? What if you could raise your prices and deliver your offers in a really low energy way? What if that was possible? If that was possible for you, how would you choose to be delivering your offers right now? If it was possible for you to run a group program in a really low-key way without doing any live calls, what would you choose for yourself? And you might have a little voice going, it's not possible. It wouldn't be a group program then. Trust me, there are people doing this. There are people running high-ticket programs. There are people running high-ticket courses, group programs with completely asynchronous support. Maybe they do like a Q&A podcast. Maybe they do Voxer office hours. Maybe they do pre-submitted questions and then record a video that they release once a month. There are people doing it all kinds of ways. And the way that you get to figure out the way you want to do things, the way that you get to innovate is by allowing yourself to even ask yourself the question and just experiment and dream. And this is really something I am in the thick of right now. I used to have a higher ticket group program. I used to have way more higher ticket one-to-one clients. And I determined after a few years that it wasn't the right business model for me based on the way that I was delivering those offers and how it was affecting my energy and capacity. So what I'm really playing with at the moment, so I kind of did a 180 in my business and really flipped away from the higher ticket model. And now I sell one-to-many offers to a lot more people. And I've done really well with that. And I've replaced my high ticket income with that. But now I'm kind of thinking bigger and I'm thinking, what if I did have a higher ticket program, but I didn't offer the same level of my energy, and it was still totally worth it and valuable to the participants of the program. So that's what I'm playing with right now. And I totally believe that there is an answer that both serves me and serves my clients in exactly the right way. So allow yourself to play with it, allow yourself to dream, allow yourself to experiment and see what works for you. This is how we innovate. A lot of us are just seeing the way other people are doing it and doing it that way because that's what we've seen works. But we get to switch things up. We get to try new things. I've talked about Voxer office hours a lot in this episode, and that's actually something that wasn't a thing. And then Lizzie Goddard started selling Voxer coaching and it became this whole thing. And thank goodness, I love it so much. It's so much a better fit for my energy than getting on a group coaching call every week with people. So yeah. We get to innovate, we get to change things, we get to ask how could this be done differently and still be totally valuable to our right people as well. So I hope you found this helpful. Don't forget I have my free workshop to help you break the rules to create offers that are easier to sell and deliver. That's at ruthpoundwhite.com/workshop. I also have my whole aligned offers experience course. Now this is normally a self-study program. It takes you through 5 modules to get your aligned offer totally planned over the course of a week. You can read more about that at ruthpoundwhite.com/offers. If you sign up by, I need to check the date. If you sign up by the 9th of February, so if you're listening to this live, it should still be active. You're going to get not just get a discount, but you're going to get access to the Get It Done week, where if you plan your offer, share your offer details with me, I will share your offer with my entire roughly 6,000 strong audience. And there are also Voxer office hours in this program, which is rare for my programs, but feels really, really good for the aligned offers experience. I love digging into your ideas, talking them through, helping you create an offer that really, really feels like you. So if you want in on the live round of the aligned offers experience, go to ruthpoundwhite.com/offers and make sure you sign up by the 9th of Feb. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Soulful Sales. If you have a moment to rate and review, know that it really does make a difference. And if you'd like to carry on the conversation, then you can connect with me on Instagram at ruthpoundwhite, sign up to my newsletter at ruthpoundwhite.com/newsletter, or my personal favorite, join me inside the low ticket membership at ruthpoundwhite.com/membership. And keep doing what you're doing because your work really does matter.